Hey swing trading family, this is Super Swing Trader. I hope you are doing well. Today we're going to take a look at some charts and see where we can identify supply and demand zones and trade it for income. Before I do, if you're new to this channel, here I talk about swing trading using the rules of supply and demand and technical analysis to trade with the big banks, hedge fund managers, and professional traders, and not against them. If that's something you're interested in, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. Also, drop a comment below. Let me know, have you guys placed any trades and have you made any money with swing trading using supply and demand yet? Comment below yes if you have and no if you haven't. I really appreciate your comments because it helps me tailor my content to best serve you. Apart from that, let's get right to evaluating the charts. Okay, let's take a look at the euro dollar versus the Japanese yen. I already drew most of my zones here because I wanted to make it easier when I do the video analysis, and I want to make it flow faster so that I'm not stumbling in between trying to find the zones, drawing it, trying to make sure everything's correct, because these zones are drawn very specifically under very mechanical rules and I didn't want to make a mistake in the analysis for you guys. So I kind of drew the zones ahead of time so that I can just walk you through it. Just keep in mind that if you don't want to listen to the video, if you just look at the zone and automatically assume that you can go long on these, you might be sorely mistaken, because I draw these zones but they might not be tradable or anything like that. It might be a valid zone but it might not be tradable, so you have to listen to analysis or do your own analysis. Just because the zone is drawn doesn't mean that it's a valid tradable zone that you're going to trade it. You're going to make $1 million. Okay, with that being said, let's take a look at the monthly first. The monthly is up here. Monthly, we see that price is, let's see how many red candles, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So it's making 6 red candles. These candles are monthly, so that means that 1 month it dropped huge, drop. So price is dropping, and it's dropping down to our tested monthly demand zone right here, and it's been tested once already, and it could rally again or it could drop, so we just need to wait for confirmation on that. On our weekly, it's a little messy, but let's see. It created a supply zone right here, and then it dropped, and we can draw another trend line here. Okay, so price dropped, and then it dropped, base drop, so it formed a continuation pattern right here. So this could be a supply zone right here. Okay, so we could short here until price, I mean, we can't really short that much anymore, because if we short up here, we want enough to go down here, but as it goes down here, as it goes like right here, it's already reached the monthly demand zone, so we don't want to short. Ideally what we want to do is we want to wait for price to drop into this zone, and then we want this to show an uptrend, and then we can buy the new demand weekly demand zones. Okay, so we don't want to do anything right now. We don't want to short because it's reaching the monthly demand zone, and even though this looks like it's got a lot of room to reach this weekly demand zone, we don't want to place any longs down there or any shorts, because I'm sorry, we don't want to place any shorts going on the way down, because as we can see, the monthly is a much higher time frame and the monthly demand is going to be reached, and that's what these big banks and institutions want us to do. They want to say, hey, price is dropping, go ahead and sell, but that's going to give the liquidity to these big banks and hedge fund managers to buy from us and go long. So that's their trick in the book. It's the oldest trick in the book, and they are the biggest players and they have all the tricks in the world. So we want to be very skeptical. We're just retail traders. We're just little itty bitty, like one YouTuber put it, we're just a little itty bitty tadpole, in the ocean trying to make our money, and we don't want to place any trades that can make us lose a lot of money, or we don't want to take low probability trades. We're patient, we can wait, and we don't have to relocate or allocate our money like these big banks and hedge funds manager have to do. We have our own money that we trade with, and we can just place our buys whenever we see fit, and we're gonna make sure we see fit before we place our buys. That's the bottom line. Okay, so that's what the weekly is doing and the monthly is doing. Let's take a look at the daily. This is our smallest time frame. This is a time frame that we're going to enter our trades. So on the monthly, we want to wait for the demand zone to be touched before going long, and the weekly, we want the weekly to show uptrend before we go long, and same with this. So the daily, we have this demand zone that was created, and price went into this zone and rallied, but then it's showing some loss of steam, and it broke this trend line, and then so it broke this trend line, created this supply zone, and then now its price is holding right here because of this demand zone that's been tested. So we want to wait. If price drops down here, then it will give us our opportunity to go long, like I said earlier, or else we want price to break over this daily supply zone and go and show uptrend. Once this shows uptrend, the weekly will show uptrend, and this will show uptrend. So that's when we buy, because we know that price is reversing. Okay, so that is the analysis on the euro dollar versus Japanese yen. I hope you got a lot of value out of this video. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're not already subscribed, please click the subscribe button and also click that little bell icon. Then that way you'll get notified of the next video that I publish. Thanks again for watching.